In this video I'm going to show you how to look at forecast soundings. In the upper right portion of the menu bar you have four buttons: live data, historical data, maps, and soundings. The historical data we'll cover in another video. Live data is obvious, that's what we've been working with so far. Maps is what we've been working with so far. So now we're going to switch over to soundings by pushing the soundings button, and it gives you a map with a grid of all the data points that are available. And over on the left you can see everything has changed over to a sounding mode. The first thing you need to do is you need to pick your model. You could pick from RUC, NAM, or GFS. So I'll just pick one randomly here. And then you pick your forecast period. You do that the same way by selecting the clock, and you pick a forecast period. So I'm going to go to the 15-hour forecast, and then you just pick a point by clicking on the map. So I'm going to pick something around Key West. After it downloads the data, it draws it. You can see in the bottom here it shows you the model, the time period that it's valid. It gives you in plain text that it's for Tuesday morning, and then the latitude and longitude of the point that you selected. The sounding gives you the parcel trace in blue, the temperature in red, and the dew point in green. You've got the wind barbs off to the right, you've got the temperatures and mixing ratios at the bottom, millibars on the left, and if there's any important levels in that sounding, it will also put those on the left. In this case I've got the LFC and the EL plotted on here. You can zoom in on this just like you can with any map by drawing a box, so you can take a look at the lower levels with more detail. You can also use the plus and minus to zoom in and out. On the left you've got a text box with a list of information clearly visible in text form. You've got things like your LCL, LFC, a lot of storm type parameters, storm motion, moving southwest at 23 miles per hour in this case, deep layer shear, a lot of temperatures at specific heights in the atmosphere, which you can see in the sounding, but this gives you specific values, SIN values, vertical motion, the amount of precipitation expected, the amount of snow expected, precipitable water thickness, the warmest temperature in the sounding, dew point temperature, pressure, things like that. Additionally, you can use the arrows on the left to roam around on the map. If you want to go to the next data point to the east, you just push the button that points to the east, and then it redraws everything. You can also view all the data in text form by pushing the text button on the upper left. This gives you a nice table of all the different values at specific heights. If you scroll down, it also gives you a lot of variables and parameters in their numeric form. There are over 160 different types of variables calculated with F5Data. If you want to go back to the national grid, you can do so by clicking View National Grid, and then you can jump around on the map and pick a new grid point. When you're done, you can go back to Maps in the upper portion of the menu bar, and that brings you back to mapping mode.